Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Be without. This soup lacks salt. The state of needing something that is absent or unavailable. There is a serious lack of insight into the problem. Fail to perceive or to catch with the senses or the mind. I missed that remark. Fail to experience. Fortunately, I missed the hurricane. A young female. Be without. There is something missing in my jewelry box. Leave undone or leave out. How could I miss that typo? A failure to hit, or meet or find, etc. A form of address for an unmarried woman. Fail to attend an event or activity. I missed the concert. Fail to reach. The arrow missed the target. Fail to reach or get to. She missed her train. Feel or suffer from the lack of. He misses his mother. Lack of an adequate quantity or number. The state of needing something that is absent or unavailable. Water is the critical deficiency in desert regions. Have need of. This piano wants the attention of a competent tuner. Anything that is necessary but lacking. I tried to supply his wants. A state of extreme poverty. The state of needing something that is absent or unavailable. For want of a nail, the shoe was lost. A specific feeling of desire. Feel or have a desire for, want strongly. I want to go home now. Be without, lack, be deficient in. Want courtesy. Hunt or look for, want for a particular reason. Your former neighbor is wanted by the FBI. Wish or demand the presence of. I want you here at noon. Have need of. Anything that is necessary but lacking. He had sufficient means to meet his simple needs. The psychological feature that arouses an organism to action toward a desired goal. The reason for the action. That which gives purpose and direction to behavior. Require is useful, just, or proper. A state of extreme poverty or destitution. A general state of need exists among the homeless. A condition requiring relief. She satisfied his need for affection. Claim as due or just. The bank demanded payment of the loan. Required activity. There were many demands on his time. Require is useful, just, or proper. This position demands a lot of personal sacrifice. A condition requiring relief. There is a demand for jobs. An urgent or peremptory request. His demands for attention were unceasing. Ask to be informed of. I demand an explanation. Lay legal claim to. Request urgently and forcefully. The victim's family is demanding compensation. Summon to court. The ability and desire to purchase goods and services. The automobile reduced the demand for buggy whips. The act of demanding. The kidnapper's exorbitant demands for money. Put out or expel from a place. The unruly student was excluded from the game. Prevent from entering. Shut out. This policy excludes people who have a criminal record from entering the country. Prevent from entering. Keep out. Prevent from being included or considered or accepted. The bad results were excluded from the report. Lack or fail to include. The cost for the trip excludes food and beverages. An acute insufficiency. A severe shortage of food, as through crop failure, resulting in violent hunger and starvation and death. Lack of a mineral micronutrient that is essential for normal nutrition or metabolism. The occurrence of an abrupt, transient loss or impairment of consciousness, which is not subsequently remembered, sometimes with light twitching, fluttering eyelids, etc. Common in petit mal epilepsy. Failure to be present. The state of being absent. He was surprised by the absence of any explanation. The time interval during which something or somebody is away. He visited during my absence. An acute insufficiency. The property of being an amount by which something is less than expected or required. An abrupt, discourteous manner. The property of being truncated or short. The condition of being short of something. There was no shortness of money. The property of being of short spatial extent. The shortness of the channel crossing. The property of being of short temporal extent. The shortness of air travel time. The property of being shorter than average stature. Conscientious attention to rules and details. A state occasioned by scarcity of money and a shortage of credit. The spatial property of being crowded together. Extreme stinginess. Lack of movement or room for movement. A state occasioned by scarcity of money and a shortage of credit. A tight feeling in some part of the body. She felt an alarming tightness in her chest. The property of being an amount by which something is less than expected or required. New blood vessels bud out from the already dilated vascular bed to make up the nutritional deficit. A deficiency or failure in neurological or mental functioning. The people concerned have a deficit in verbal memory. An excess of liabilities over assets, usually over a certain period. Last year there was a serious budgetary deficit. Sports. The score by which a team or individual is losing. An insufficient quantity or number. An acute insufficiency.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.